going down, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Holmes Hobbies Motor Control. It's your boy Josh, aka Coleman, chilling at the workbench today. Honestly, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for today, and I thought I'd be a little bit further than I am right now. So what I want to do is just kind of show you what I've been working on, and also show you some of the mistakes that I've been making here. I am working on the Cherokee today, and we're going to talk about the wiring and the electronics, and just I'm trying to decide right now which direction I want to go with this as far as the electronics go. Mainly on which radio I'm going to use and how I'm going to wire up my winch. So let me show you. Alright, so here it is. I've got it stripped back down to the chassis layout. I got the body off, got the interior off. Now the interior's obviously, I'm still building it. This is, you know, just a little insight into how I start building things. I literally just piece everything together, and when it's all said and done, it looks good. So it's, you know, everyone has their own ways of doing stuff. That's just kind of how I do it. That is unfinished, obviously. However, as I've been going, I've been trying to fit it around everything here and trim it and fit it and trim it and fit it and get it how I like it. And I actually made some mistakes. Not sure if you guys noticed that yet, but I drilled right into my transmission. Literally put 2 holes right in the top of a brand new transmission, which sucks. Thankfully, actually I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it hit the gears. That's the good part. So, matter of fact, let's just check. I'm curious if it did hit the gears. Alright, looks like it stopped right before it hit the gears, thankfully. So, always watch where you're drilling. Obviously, I got a little carried away there and went a little too far. Almost caused some serious problems. Could have messed up my gear set and everything. As you guys can see now, the drive shaft is connected, which is why it's not rolling anymore. If I wanted it to roll, it's actually pretty difficult, but you can get it to spin. And that's because it's going through 10-to-1 gear reduction unit and a 3500 kV brushless motor. So there's a lot of resistance there right now. You technically don't even need a drag brake with this type of a setup. However, I run one anyways because I have a lot of weight on here, and it'll probably still pull a little bit once this is fired up. It's gonna release some tension there. So what I'm trying to figure out now is wiring. Okay, I need to decide what I'm going to do for a winch controller. Now, I did find another BLE or a BR Mini. This is a used BR Mini that I took out of an old drift car that's sitting over there. I was using it last year trying to get the drift car thing dialed in, and it just never worked. And it wasn't because of this. It's because it was a 4-wheel drive drift car converted to rear-wheel drive, and I sucked at doing it. Now, normally what I do is I use these for winch controllers. I really like them. They generate way more power to the winch than a typical winch controller would, which is great. So even, you know, the cheaper winches all of a sudden have a lot more life breathed into them because of this. Now, what I'm thinking though is, a couple episodes back I pulled out this BR Mini. This is a dual BR Mini. As you can see, they are soldered together with this little connecting board here, and you have motor wires coming out here, and then you have motor wires coming out here, and then you've got your battery wires coming out here, and then you have 2 plugs to go to your receiver, right? So it takes up 2 channels is what I mean. That's, I've never used one, but I mean, from what my knowledge tells me, this takes up 2 channels, and because of this you can run a dual motor or like a MOA type of setup, right? And have control over each motor individually. So, but have everything in one small tight little package, which is pretty cool. So for me, I'm not going to run dual motors, obviously. What I'm thinking about doing is dual winches. I'm thinking about either doing a front winch and a rear winch, or a front winch and a winch down scenario. You see what I'm saying? And so, I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens here. I kind of wanted to use a servo at first so that it was just one action. I could click it and it'd go ring, and just pull it down, click it again, ring, and it lets it up. But then I can't fine tune it anywhere in between. What if I just need a little bit of, you know, preload, or what if I need to, you know, let it out just a little bit or something. Then I don't have that fine-tuned control like I would like, I don't think. Well, I guess I could. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I've got to kind of weigh my options right now. So, I'm kind of curious, what do you guys think? Should I do front and rear winch, or should I do front winch, winch down? That's the question. Or do I just stick with a standard front winch setup and don't worry about winch down and a rear winch setup? If I do the rear winch, I'm not sure where I would put it. I mean, I guess I could mount it somewhere underneath, you know? I don't really know where it'd go somewhere underneath, though, is what I would assume. I got a lot of room under there. But I don't want to mess up my bottle opener either. This is a Wording Made bottle opener. So, lots of options right now. And then the other thing is, okay, what about the receiver? How am I going to control this winch down setup, right? Each one of these is going to require a, you know, like a digital input, basically, like a proportional input. So instead of just an on-off switch, I mean, I could do an on-off switch, but I would like to do controlled, and that's why I'm really wanting to put it on this radio right here. This is the Sanwa MT44, and I picked this up from KAINE. They sent this out to me. I did an unboxing on it a while back, and it's a great radio. However, I cannot seem to get the programming dialed in to work for a winch, and I don't know why. It's a 4-channel radio. It's completely programmable. You can literally program every button on here. It's got 2 buttons under here for channels. It's got a dial that you can program. I mean, it's an amazing radio. This, I think, would be perfect for this if I do multiple winches. The other option was to go with my cheaper FlySky radio, which is a little beat up nowadays, but still works great. And I run a bunch of stuff off of that. So, I've got options, man. I need some feedback from you guys. Let me know what you think I should do here. Really, I'm thinking that I'm going to do the dual setup. That's what I'm leaning towards, is I'm going to do the dual setup. I'm probably going to try to get it into the box right here that I've got mounted underneath, and I think I might flip that box the other direction as well. But I'm going to try to get it in there, I think, and then extend the wires out to where I need them to go, and also try to get the receiver in here as well. So that way there's not a lot of wires out here and not a lot of, you know, modules or whatever sitting out here, different things sitting out here. I want it as clean as possible. So that's what I'm thinking right now, and the next time you guys see this, hopefully I will have it actually running as far as a driving chassis with all the electronics installed. You guys know me, I don't like to install the electronics or install parts on camera because I usually mess something up for some reason. It's like a curse. So I work off camera and then give updates. You guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna go for this one, I'm pretty sure. Give me the feedback. I'll be watching the comments tonight as I work on this, and we'll just go from there. Alright, you guys, that's really it. I just wanted to do a quick update on this one. We're slowly gonna start easing back into these motor control series. There's going to be a lot more of these videos where we talk about the specifics and stuff. Right now I'm just trying to get trucks moving. I have too many broken down trucks, so I'm going through trying to finish projects and fix broken trucks so that we can get back out on trail, because that's what Holmes Hobbies wants to see from me, is they want to see these products getting used. So we're going to do everything we can to get these things in a position where they can be used immediately. So I have a lot of wrenching still to do. I hope you guys will cheer me on here. Definitely give me ideas as we go about doing this. I really, really like the idea of doing a winch down though. Man, this is rough. Alright, you guys know what it is. I'm going to get up out of here. This was just a quick update. Piece of chicken grease. I will be back tomorrow with another episode of Campbell & Coleman, or Saturday with an episode of Scale Wars if you miss me tomorrow. So, you know what it is, man. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Piece of chicken grease. Yay!